title of the exhibition is actually from a phrase from actually Geoffrey Chaucer from the general prologue of the Canterbury Tales. Actually, no, the general prologue of the Pardoner's Tale, where there's a description of, it's a very moralistic tale about money being the root of all evil, radix malorum est cupiditas, I think. But in the tale there's an introduction, and he talks about cooks who confect things and actually turn very base and very sort of raw organic material into rather dainty and palatable things. Specifically, he talks about bones and marrow bones and turning substance into accident. It's a series of pieces of corrugated metal that have been covered on one side with velvet, covered with flocking. The piece acts as a shelter and a barrier. It's a large lean-to, very much like the fallout shelters that civil defence manuals told people to build in their own homes in the 1970s and 80s in Great Britain. There is also a reference to Thomas Aquinas, who expanded on Aristotelian ideas and used the notion of substance and accidents to describe the transubstantiation of bread and wine into the body and blood of Christ. Flocking is a process that's been used for centuries. It's where you cover something in a series of short fibres, and you cover initially something with glue, and the glue is conductive electrically, so the static actually makes the fibres stand up, and then when the glue dries, the fibres are still sort of stood up and erect. This piece is called Bullet, and it's a cast of a bullet, a cartridge. Well, it's the top of a cartridge. It's actually composed of, it's a cast of a bullet, it's a composite, it's actually human bone. What it is it's a human bone from a finger bone taken from an anatomical model, a real piece of human osteology that's been powdered, actually ground down into a powder and mixed with a casting medium and actually cast into a bullet. Another piece in the second part of the exhibition is at the MOCA gallery in South London. It's a piece of work that I made in 1999. The piece is called Kit. It's a fully working 5-piece drum kit that I decided to cover in flock. It's actually covered in velvet, or this sort of fibre. For many, many years I've kept sketchbooks, or at least very, very small notebooks with ideas that I have for pieces of work. They're small A5 notebooks. There's a series of, I've actually completed about 10 of them. That's where every single nearly every single idea, every single piece that I've made has sort of originated from. It's a very, very direct and actually very private process. It's very intimate. It's something that is very much about my relationship with the idea or the thing that I would like to make. They're a sort of form of mental shorthand. They are a form of mental shorthand. And this is the first time that I have exhibited these books publicly. The curator was very interested in doing this, as was the gallerist. I was sort of in two minds about it because these are sort of very private and personal things. And I was initially rather reluctant to do that, but it sort of made sense really, and I was persuaded that it was relevant to my practice and relevant to my work, and it actually was a sort of aid to seeing my work and seeing the process and how I actually made things and realised things, which is of course very important. Some of the pieces that I've put in these books have been made, some of them I may still make, some of them may never be made at all. They simply exist as drawings, they simply exist as ideas.